Well, here we are, folks, live and in living color. My cats are just like scrabbling around the house like crazy people. When should we start the first sprint? When? Oh, when? Oh, when? I'm gonna go for starting the first sprint in at the 10 past. It'll give me time to like let everybody know that we're here and we're doing stuff. I'll probably be taking Eva to school today, so 6:10, just 6:30. So we just have this 1 hour sprint. Let's write 6:05. I'll go to 6:25. I'll let Anna know. V, she's game. Yeah. Hey, Dea, how are you doing? Long time no see. You get comfy morning Mal here today. I'm like, should I dress up nicely? I'm like, no, I'm cold. I'm wearing my house coat. And I'm Canadian, so it's a house coat. Not a bathrobe. I think that's what they call it in the States. I've been here for 22 years. I still don't actually know what they call this in the States. Are you here to sprint today, or are you just popping by? I mean, either's fine. I'm just curious. I'll be doing an hour this morning, and then tomorrow I'll be doing tomorrow morning, like this time, and then also in the afternoon EST as well. You've been oh no, doesn't sound good at all. Yeah, I've fallen off the writing bandwagon a fair bit myself. Just life got really busy, and like the other work that Jill and I are doing with the writing live started taking up a lot of time, and I find it really hard to balance writing with other things. Like when I'm writing, I have to be like just writing. I'm not one of those people that's good at switching back and forth. It's good to see you too. What about tomorrow? You game to write tomorrow? It's funny. Anna's in the same boat. She hasn't been writing that much, and she's like, "Mel, you must keep doing this because this is the only way I'm going to get books done right now." I'm. There's this line that I forgot. I had a pounding in Regina. Oh my god, I can't believe I wrote that. Not only that, but we took a pounding in Regina. But where I grew up in Canada, the name Regina is pronounced Regina, which is actually where I was born. And then people make the joke. They're like, "Where were you born?" I'm like, "Regina." And they're like, "Weren't we all?" Okay, only one person was ever clever enough to say that, but it was really good. But yeah, now I go back to Canada, and it just sounds so weird to hear everybody calling the city Regina. But all right, 1 minute till I start sprinting, all by myself. It's okay. I'm not shaming you. I'm just like, gee, I want to sing the Celine Dion song. All right. All right. I think I'm ready to start writing. I read a bit of the other book where I need to go over, and I think I'm good to get some words down, which will be nice. The more the merrier and all that. funny. Whenever I have like just a couple minutes, they seem to go by for slowly, and then whenever I have like a 10-minute break between sprints, it's just like it's gone. All right, but it is time to sprint, so I will see ya. I'm gonna go off the sling words, and I'll be back in 20 minutes at 25 past the hour. Bye. Sprints up, folks. A good fairy that gets up so early for us. I love that, Anna. That's so sweet. I like thinking of myself as a good fairy. Okay, where did I get done? I chatted a bit with a friend of mine who was having trouble sleeping and was messaging me. Let's see. 339. Not too shabby, if I do say so myself, for first sprint in the morning. Hey, there you go, Dea. I'm proud of you. You know, that's actually a really important thing to do when you're sprinting is to like not let yourself go off and do other things like hang out on Facebook, but to like actually just open your document and stare at it and just force yourself to, you know, to not let yourself start task switching. Um, how many books do you have now, Anna? Yes, Anna, you should be promoting your back catalog. It's like really important. I mean, I haven't released a book now. I haven't released a solo title in 15 months. And I haven't released a book at all since last July. And our income has been steady because of the catalog that we have. Which was the point. That's one of the reasons why we actually worked so hard to get so many books written earlier on, because we knew that like burnout will happen, or we don't want to have to work like dogs forever, you know. So while we're motivated, get a whole bunch of books down, and then take it easy for a while, which has been great. Yeah, we've been focusing on promoting things like making box sets, promoting the box sets. I did a Kickstarter. Well, actually, I guess the Kickstarter was further back, but we're gonna do more Kickstarters for special content like hardcover editions and art. We're gonna do a Kickstarter for a comic or graphic novel. I'm not sure which yet because my character. My character Rika, this is her. She'd be perfect for like a graphic novel type of thing. So we're going to do that and just take content that I already have now and rework it in new ways. So yes, Anna, like 1,000 times this. After a while, you're just like, I would do a better job if I wasn't burnt out, like you say, burnt out and under pressure with a deadline. Like this book that I'm writing right now is like the hardest thing I've ever written. And honestly, there's no way I could write this book if I was trying to do it on a short deadline. It just would not be as good. I would not be weaving as good a story as I am right now. That's generally what I recommend in romance, Anna. Because I mean, it's the same thing with. I know that romance written for a female audience is not the same thing as pornography made for men. However, the the wish fulfillment aspect is the same. Whereas with male pornography, they do a lot of it first person camera work to make it seem like it's the guy and what they're seeing, and then they imagine themselves as the person behind the camera, as though it's the camera is their eyes. And with women reading romance, a lot of times they want to imagine themselves as the person experiencing the romance with the male character. So generally, the male character is the one you want to advertise because that's what women. He's the person that the woman wants to experience having a romance with, and they put themselves to some degree, at least, in the woman's shoes. Which is why a lot of times you'll see romance readers, if they can't relate to the female character get really upset because like they can't get the wish fulfillment the way they want. I think actually that's probably a really important part of writing romance is like making it so that a large swath of your audience can feel like they are the female character. Which makes me wonder how romance works. Right? Like, unless, I guess probably romance is like wanting, it's about wanting a man to love you like two gay lovers love each other. That's probably what it is. But even from an advertising perspective, like it's so hard now to put a man and a woman together on a cover and get AMS ads, or have a man and woman together and get Facebook ads. Like they're so strict now. I had an artist or an author I was working with, and yeah, I think you're right too, Anna. I think so. I've been studying a lot. Like I don't write it, but like I work with so many authors who do it that I probably spend more time studying romance than I do any genre right now. And yeah, I think you're right about them. We'll do the next one at 35 past since I'm having fun yammering. But yeah, so like I have this one author I'm working with, and her covers, there's a guy and a girl. They're both fully clothed, and the girl's pulling on his tie, and AMS rejected her ads because it's too sexual, and it looks like she's undressing him, which is like a no-no. And it's like, really, AMS? Like, really? Like, no. Why is suddenly romantic affection for another person like taboo? What's happening here? So we have to redo our covers to just have the dude, because you're gonna pick, you got to pick the dude, because that's what women are gonna resonate with more. Yes, we were on. Mine. Who was the person I fell in love with in high school that I couldn't have? I mean, there was a number of girls in grade 12 when I was in grade 10. It is effed up. Like I don't know what happened. Why Amazon does it in waves, where like, because this has happened multiple times, where like they like all the erotic romance because it makes them a ton of money. But then like they get in the news or something like that for like having all this smut out there or something, smut. And then they clamp down for a while so they can say like, look, we're doing things to clean stuff up. And then they loosen the restrictions. It happens in cycles. At least it has thus far operated like that. You never know what the future holds, but thus far, I mean, heck, Jill and I used to write straight up porn short stories. Jill more than me, actually, back in 2012 through 2015, back in the Kindle 1.0 days, where if someone read like 10% of your book, you got like $2.25. So you'd write like these 5,000 word short stories about some sort of weird kink, whatever was trending. And you'd make bank doing that. And then Amazon like got in crap for it, for the fact that the top 100 was basically all porn in the Kindle store, and they clamped down on it. They shut all that stuff down. That's when they made the dungeon and everything. We were making like $2,000 or $3,000 a month just writing like these 5,000 word stories. It was crazy. It was like so much cash. I don't think it sells on Amazon because it can't. I think it exists. Smashwords apparently is like where a lot of the erotica is sold these days. And it exists like on smaller sites where like there's story archives, and where authors who write particular kinks will put some stories into these story archives anyone can read for free. And then it's like, hey, you want to read more, come to my website and buy my stories there. I think it's kind of how it operates now. Yeah, because they have a store, right? Smashwords effectively is like Draft Digital, but with a store as well. So yeah, the straight up erotic porn lives there, which is pretty interesting, actually. Oh shoot, it's that time. It's 6:35. Time for us to write, or 12:35 for you, Anna. Um, let's do it. And good luck, Dea. If you're still here, I hope that you get some words down. You like write a sentence or something, right? Even if you delete it later, just write a sentence. Get the words, get them going. Yeah, giving a snippet. Like there's one site I read. I used to read. I haven't been there in years. I don't know if it's still up. It's called Gromit's Plaza, and there was just all sorts of erotic stuff, all the way from like latex dollification, even like there's a fetish about being like thrown out in the trash. There's like stories about that. Giantess stories, all sorts of weird stuff is on that site, and like so authors would like write books and put them on stories, put them on that site, and like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 words, and then they would link off to their own site where they sell additional stories. And there's lots of them that fit in all sorts of different fetishes and kinks and stuff like that. There's ones all about people wearing latex. I think it's called latexstories.net, if I remember correctly. Like, I haven't been on any of them in years, but yeah, there's lots of, and they're like out there for every fetish and kink. But I've talked too long now. We must write. So I will see all of you at 55 past the hour. Bye. Sprints up, folks. Oh, I'm sorry, Dee. This actually was the last one today because I have to take Eva to school soon. It sucks that you're driving late though right now. All right, what did I write this time? 4:53. Hooray! I got 3 whole pages done this morning. It's not so bad. Save that bad boy. Let's just turn autosave back on. I turn autosave off when I'm when my editor's in the document so that I'm not constantly saving and turning off track changes on her. Nice, Anna. What did you pull off, Dea? Hey, that's pretty good, though. That's words. Words are words, I say. All right, I'm going to jet because I've got to go and, clean this up and get ready to take Eva to school. And probably wear something other than my house coat. And maybe have some more coffee. All right, folks. It's been a slice. I'll be back again tomorrow morning at this time. And tomorrow afternoon as well. Today, I'm getting all latexed up again and doing more gardening in between other work that I have to do. So I'm looking forward to that as well. But bye. There you go, Anna. Keep going. You got this. Shoot for 3,000 words today. You can do it. I will have a fantastic day in latex. It's one of my favorite things to do. All right. Toodles.